Hey everybody. All right, we're back for a little bit more on our AI versus trainer series, and we're going to use CHAT GPT again for negotiating tips. This is always a big one that we get asked for a lot here at Oxygen. It's part of our new programming on our Podia platform. So if negotiating is something that you're personally trying to work through or your team is struggling, this is a big one and one we're sure that people are potentially using double entendre potentially, and we're sure using AI for. So, what are good negotiating tips? A big one for me is knowing how low you are willing to go before you walk in. You hear me talk about this all the time. How low can you go? You got to have that in your head before you get emotionally engaged. I learned this the hard way. It's the first thing that I will tell anybody in a negotiation. The second thing is to remain emotionally unattached. So if you can get the other person to become emotional and you remain that intellectual party, you will have the upper hand. That's a sales tactic, but it's also a negotiation tactic. The other piece is lots and lots of questions. Huge just active listening techniques. And if you are not talking and they are talking, you're gaining information. So I'm a big proponent of that one. The fourth one is okay to walk away. You hear me say a lot here. No does not mean no, and I hate your mother. It just means no, thank you. That's a big one in negotiation. And the fifth one that I say to a lot of executives all the time is you need to remember all the reasons why you don't need this thing. Whatever it is, why do you not need the thing that you are about to negotiate for? Whether it's a sale or an acquisition or sometimes the stakes are a lot higher than that. Why do you not need it? To try to gain that space and that attachment to whatever the thing is that we're negotiating for. All right, so when we put this into CHAT GPT, that's the one we're using again today. The first thing they say is to prepare thoroughly. This one, this has to do with how you learn. I will tell you that a lot of times in negotiations, I feel like there could be a sense of over preparedness. So this is a personal one. Active listening. I couldn't agree more. We said the 3 questions. You gotta listen and you gotta take notes. Again, head to hand. Right. When you write, you keep your mouth shut. Focus on win-win solutions. I got to be honest here. This isn't one that I agree with. When you want to meet in the middle, maybe, but I am a huge one to follow hostage negotiators. I think that their tactics are a lot more focused on emotional intelligence, and hostage negotiators will tell you that there is no halfway. You don't want to negotiate for half a person. So you have to decide how that looks for you. Control your emotions. Heck yes. So if they are emotional and you are intellectual, then you are controlling your emotions and probably controlling the conversation. Be willing to walk away. No is an okay answer. All right, guys, make sure that you are always remembering that AI is a tool. There is still a ton to be learned from it, and the human element has a lot to contribute. So make sure that when you are using these tools, you do just that. More to come. Thanks for being a part of our community, and take just a little bit of time to breathe like that.